Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, April 13th. We are looking at Window Traders Market Profile, SPY, IWM, Triple Qs. And again, the short-term traders just whipping this market all around. I mean, am I impressed by today's action? Well, again, look, we're up 1.1%. We're up $5 on the day. We go out with, believe it or not, SPY goes out with a triple distribution. We held 2 cents worth of single prints in L and D. It looks like Qs went out with a triple distribution day. I'm not sure if Russell did because I'm in bigger increments. I'm not sure if they filled L singles. But regardless, we all go out with the trend day up, either a double or triple distribution. That's number one. We all price probe to the upside at M. That's 2. We all have inside days. Right? It looked like Russell and Qs were going to get yesterday's highs. Didn't happen. So we have an inside days. It's a 3-day balance for triple Qs, ES, and SPY and NQ. For Russell, I think it's a 5 or a 6-day balance. Like after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-day balance. So the bottom line is the weeklies are down, but the dailies are in balance. So we're waiting for more MGI. Tomorrow's the last day of the week. It's also an option expiration before a 3-day weekend. We'll see how much we get. Again, ranges, we can't complain over a $6 range. Volume stinks again, 70-somewhat million. So we're going to be lucky to do 80 tonight. You know, the average is down to 111. Look, we were talking in the room. If we had to give up one thing, volume or range, I said it would be volume. You know, $6 ranges, you're getting opportunities, right? If you have a dollar range, even if it's on 100 million, you know, the opportunities aren't as good. So, I mean, we could take bigger sizes then, but still. I had a good day overall. We saw the day very well. And again, all this is a short covering and momentum buying. That's all this is. This isn't real buying. So, we started, I started actually with 2 shorts in A period. Took the first one against the first set of single prints. Again, these things were real quick. They get up there. So I likened it to a local train versus the express. We took local stops in ES and SPY. Got up to the first set of single prints, took the short, backed off a little bit. Got up near the second set of single prints, took a short, backed off a little bit. Then we couldn't even get into the second set of single prints till D. So I had 2 shorts in A, 441 puts, 442 puts. Did nothing, and then, believe it or not, I took a long in A. So, even though Russell and Qs really had no problem ripping into their upper distributions, we had trouble. It took us till D. So I took those 2 shorts in A against the first set of singles, and then the second. They both worked. And then when A backed off, I took a long against K's high because that was the upper end of the low distribution. Took a small 438 call. It worked. Now, we kept going back and forth through the lower distribution. Took a long in B against K's high again. Then in C, I'm like, the value started lower on the day. It was now overlapping the lower. And we ended up unchanged on the day, by the way, in value. And I'm like, this thing is acting like, you know, we're going to at least get the IB high, which is A's high, and test those second set of singles. I actually bought 40 calls in C period. 20 was around value low from yesterday, and then another 20 even below K's high. And they went up. Now, I did well on them. Did very well on them. But I was expecting this to happen with D to happen in C. And I had no ammo in D. Did not take the long in D. D opened, and she went. So, I had the right idea. I did well in C period, but it is what it is, right? And then I just looked for longs with the single prints. I was long in E against H's low, which is the upper distribution once we got into it. 440 calls. Same thing so I was long in E. I did nothing in F. I was long in H again with the 440s. Now I'm looking for a pullback. I was hoping to get a little closer to the 50-day moving average, which, by the way, we battled a bit until we finally got over it and stayed over it. I was looking for us to pull back a little more in I to take a much bigger call play against both the 50-day moving average and the bottom of the upper distribution because I thought we would hold single prints Never got that opportunity. I did go long though, but nothing big in I, and then again in J. And then K, I took one quick short play because we weren't getting any tempo, made small on that. I didn't do anything in L or M. So it was a good day. I was really looking to take probably at least a 50 lot, if not bigger, around the 50-day moving average and H is low, but didn't get there enough, close enough for me to take a really good entry because I like my entries to be really well, so I didn't get it. But a good day overall. As far as destinations for tomorrow, upside 440, 411 today's high, then 445.75 yesterday's high, and filling the gap at 445.94. Remember, still have a 19-cent gap that we never filled. So does Q's up there. Above that, we have 449.089 wide from the, April 8th, and then nothing until 450.63 daily high. For the downside, we price probe again. I can't imagine how many times we've price probed this year. I'd say 75% of the days we've made a new high or low on the day this year in M period. 443.58 L's high, price probe. Then my two little cents of singles in L, 443.01 gets filled at 443. Then our next set of singles, 440.75 get filled at 440.25, and today's low of 437.84. And then on the chart, so I'm just showing you the daily, right? The weekly's down, the monthly's balance. The daily's balance, a 3-day balance. It's an inside day. Now, I don't know what we're going to get tomorrow before a 3-day weekend, but the bottom line is this. If we take out, today's high, I will look for a long and then go with that trade and monitor it for continuation or lack of to try to get out of the 3-day balance. However, if tomorrow we decide to gap higher and the gap is right near the top of the 3-day balance, I'm not taking that long. Because remember, balance rules are just as important, if not more important, than gap rules. You see balance rules a lot more than gap. So it will depend how we come out of this inside day. If we take it out early, I'll take the long looking to test the balance high. But if we gap high and near the balance high, we'll not do it. And then again, same on the downside. If we come out of it to the downside, I'd be looking for a short. Again, same thing real quickly. Here's triple Qs. Inside day, 3-day balance. They have a little more to deal with. They have the 50 right above their balance. And then the Russell, inside day, 6-day balance. And they're right at their 50 again. So a lot going on at those levels for all of us. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. I hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.